The worst 10 foods for arthritis. Never eat these foods again. If you're living with arthritis, what you eat could be making your pain worse. Imagine unknowingly putting fuel on the fire every time you sit down to eat. While some foods ease inflammation, others secretly trigger joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. In today's video, we're revealing the top 10 worst foods for arthritis, items that could be sabotaging your health and making your symptoms unbearable. These aren't just guesses. They're backed by science and reports from real arthritis sufferers. So, whether you've been newly diagnosed or have been fighting joint pain for years, this video could change how you eat and how you feel forever. Stick around till the end, because the last item is one that most people eat every day without realizing the damage it causes. Ready to protect your joints and feel better? Let's dive in. 1. Sugar. Sugar is one of the biggest culprits behind chronic inflammation. And if you have arthritis, it's a serious trigger you need to watch out for. When you consume sugary foods like candy, soda, or desserts, your body releases inflammatory messengers called cytokines. These worsen joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. But it's not just the obvious sugar bombs that are dangerous. Many processed foods contain hidden sugars under names like dextrose, high-fructose corn syrup, or sucrose. These sugars sneak into your bloodstream and intensify inflammation. Studies show that people who regularly consume sugary drinks have a significantly higher risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. It also spikes your blood sugar, which can damage joints over time. If you want relief from arthritis pain, ditching sugar is a must. Replace it with natural alternatives like honey or fruit in moderation, and always read labels. 2. Refined carbohydrates. White bread, pasta, and pastries may be comforting, but they're doing no favors for your joints. Refined carbohydrates are stripped of nutrients and fiber, which causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by inflammation. These foods are digested quickly, converting to glucose and triggering a release of inflammatory chemicals that can irritate already inflamed joints. For arthritis sufferers, this means more pain, stiffness, and fatigue. Over time, diets high in refined carbs can worsen cartilage damage and accelerate joint degeneration. Whole grains, on the other hand, help fight inflammation thanks to their fiber and nutrient content. If you're serious about managing arthritis naturally, swap white flour products for options like quinoa, brown rice, and oats. The difference in how your joints feel could be dramatic. Your comfort starts with what's on your plate. 3. Fried foods. Crispy, golden, and addictive. But fried foods are an arthritis sufferer's worst enemy. Think French fries, fried chicken, and even some snack chips. These foods are loaded with unhealthy trans fats and omega-6 fatty acids that increase inflammation in the body. High temperatures used in frying also create harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs, which promote oxidative stress and joint inflammation. Studies have shown that reducing fried food intake can significantly lower markers of inflammation. Worse yet, fried foods contribute to obesity, which puts extra stress on weight-bearing joints like your knees and hips. That added pressure intensifies arthritis symptoms. If you're craving that crunch, try baking or air frying instead. Choose healthy oils like olive oil and steer clear of anything that's battered and deep-fried. Your joints will thank you. 4. Processed meats. Bacon, sausage, and deli meats might be tasty, but they're terrible for arthritis. Processed meats contain preservatives, additives, and saturated fats that can promote inflammation and worsen joint pain. One major concern is the presence of nitrates and nitrites, which have been linked to increased inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Processed meats also often contain high amounts of sodium, which can lead to water retention and swelling, adding more pain to already inflamed joints. Moreover, studies have found that people who consume more red and processed meats have higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP. If you want to protect your joints, skip the bacon and go for lean proteins like fish, turkey, or legumes. Reducing or eliminating processed meats from your diet can help lower inflammation and improve mobility over time. 5. Dairy products. For some arthritis sufferers, dairy is a silent trigger. While dairy offers calcium and protein, it also contains a protein called casein, which can cause irritation and inflammation in certain individuals. Some people's immune systems see casein as a threat, triggering an inflammatory response that can worsen joint pain and stiffness. Inflammatory reactions to dairy can vary, but if you have joint issues, it's worth considering a dairy-free trial. Additionally, many dairy products are high in saturated fat, which is known to promote inflammation and contribute to obesity, another risk factor for arthritis. Alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, and coconut yogurt provide nutrients without the inflammatory downside. Keep a food journal and see how your body reacts when you eliminate dairy. Your joints might feel the difference almost immediately. 6. Alcohol. It might be relaxing to unwind with a drink, but alcohol and arthritis don't mix well. Alcohol promotes inflammation and can interfere with joint repair. In people with rheumatoid arthritis, alcohol can make symptoms worse and increase disease activity. It also places extra strain on the liver, which plays a key role in flushing inflammatory toxins from the body. Drinking excessively can impair this function, allowing more toxins to circulate and aggravate joint tissues. Some alcoholic beverages, like beer, also contain purines, which break down into uric acid, a major problem for those prone to gout, a painful form of arthritis. While an occasional glass may not cause major issues for everyone, frequent or heavy drinking is strongly linked to worsened arthritis symptoms. If you're looking for relief, consider cutting back or switching to non-inflammatory options like herbal teas or sparkling water. 7. Salt and sodium. Too much salt can lead to fluid retention, which causes swelling and discomfort in arthritic joints. But that's not the only problem. High sodium intake can trigger the immune system to overreact, increasing inflammation in people with autoimmune forms of arthritis, like rheumatoid arthritis. Packaged snacks, canned soups, frozen dinners, and restaurant meals are often loaded with salt, much more than you might expect. Excess sodium also increases the risk of high blood pressure, which can complicate arthritis treatment. Reducing your salt intake may lead to noticeable relief in swelling and joint stiffness. Use herbs, spices, lemon juice, or garlic for flavor instead of reaching for the salt shaker. Be sure to read nutrition labels and aim for less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day if you're managing arthritis. Less salt can mean less pain. 8. Artificial additives. Many packaged and processed foods contain artificial additives like flavor enhancers, preservatives, and coloring agents. While they help food look and taste better, these additives may fuel inflammation and increase arthritis symptoms. One common example is monosodium glutamate, MSG, which has been linked to joint pain and swelling in sensitive individuals. Some additives can also trigger immune responses or disrupt gut bacteria, further promoting inflammation throughout the body. Artificial sweeteners, like aspartame, are also believed to play a role in inflammatory reactions, although research is still developing. The best way to avoid these hidden triggers is to stick with whole, natural foods and prepare your meals at home. When grocery shopping, choose items with short, simple ingredient lists you can understand. If it sounds like it was made in a lab, your joints probably won't like it. 9. Corn oil and other omega-6 oils. Corn oil, Soybean oil, sunflower oil, and similar oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 fats are essential in small amounts, most modern diets contain far too much, creating an imbalance with omega-3s. This imbalance can promote inflammation and worsen arthritis symptoms. Omega-6 fats are found in many processed snacks, salad dressings, and fast foods, making them hard to avoid unless you're reading labels carefully. Instead of cooking with corn or vegetable oil, switch to anti-inflammatory options like olive oil, flaxseed oil, or avocado oil. These healthy fats can actually reduce inflammation and protect your joints. Strive for a better omega-3 to omega-6 ratio by also including more fatty fish, chia seeds, and walnuts in your diet. Cutting back on omega-6 rich oils can make a surprising difference in joint comfort. 10. Fast food. Fast food is a triple threat for arthritis. It's high in unhealthy fats, sodium, and sugar, all major inflammation triggers. Burgers, fries, milkshakes, and pizza might be convenient, but they often contain harmful additives, refined carbs, and trans fats that can flare up arthritis symptoms. Fast food is also linked to weight gain, which puts extra stress on your joints, especially your knees, hips, and lower back. Beyond the physical weight, these foods can chemically inflame tissues, making pain and stiffness worse. Even the packaging and preservatives used in fast food can contribute to your body's inflammatory response. If you have arthritis, fast food should be an occasional treat, if at all. Opt for fresh, homemade meals where you control the ingredients. Your joints deserve better fuel. Your daily choices matter more than you think. These 10 foods might seem harmless, but for someone with arthritis, they can quietly worsen inflammation and joint pain over time. The good news? Every healthy swap you make brings you one step closer to relief. Start small, cut back on sugar, skip the processed meats, and reach for anti-inflammatory ingredients instead. Your joints will notice the difference. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our health-packed videos. Got a question or a food you think should be added to the list? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and take care of those joints.